Hello folks, welcome to News Roundup number 116. This will be the slow version and I hope you enjoy it because I think that this week's is very funny. Now, don't blame the messenger. I'm just relaying a story in the Daily Mail that, according to a study by vitamin brand HealthSpan, the average woman spends the equivalent of 10 days every year in a bad mood. The most common causes for the grumps are feeling fat, money worries, men who don't listen, and bad weather. Other aggravations include feeling undervalued and having too much to do. Half of the women surveyed admitted they were moody a lot, and 1 in 7 even said they spend longer in a huff than they do happy. Psychotherapist Sally Brown said, "The research shows both men and women are susceptible to being in a bad mood from time to time. But what is interesting is more how the sexes cope with their moods. Women crave me time, and men tend to rely on their womenfolk to help lift them out of their moods." Well, whatever rocks your boat, I suppose. An article in the Independent reports on the fact that over 350 people took part in the Northeast Skinny Dip in Druridge Bay. They stripped off and dived into the freezing cold water to raise money for charity. How's this for dramatic action to cut down on obesity? The BBC says that the National Institute for Health and Care Excellence recommends that people should consider having TV-free days or limiting viewing to no more than 2 hours a day. They also suggest avoiding drinks with added sugar and limiting takeaways. Professor Mike Kelly, Director of the Centre for Public Health at NICE, said, "We all know we should probably take the stairs rather than the lift, cut down on TV time, eat more healthily, and drink less alcohol. But it can be difficult to know the most useful changes that we can make in terms of our weight." 65-year-old grandmother Patricia Hewitson from Exmouth in Devon got a shock when she asked experts on a BBC local radio station to help her identify the mystery plant in her garden. The Daily Mirror reports that Patricia noticed that the lush 5-foot-tall shrub had a sickly sweet pong, and sent a picture to experts on the aptly named The Potting Shed programme on BBC Radio Devon, who told her that it was cannabis. Patricia said, "I think a seed must have fallen out of my bird feeder and landed in the flower bed. The plant has been in full view of passers-by, but no one has asked me to sell them any. It was very small at first, about the size of a petunia, with only 4 leaves. But I watched it grow until it was as tall as me. As it got bigger and bigger, I got nervous because it was starting to look a bit suspicious. So I decided to contact the potting shed for help. They instantly confirmed that it was cannabis, and they gave me all sorts of advice on how to dispose of it. Now the police are to take the plant away." Amusing story in the Daily Mail about Police Sergeant Colin Taylor from the Isles of Scilly, who discovered a pet goldfish abandoned outside his police station as he returned to finish his night shift at around 2 a.m. He found the fish flapping on the ground, and using all his police training, scooped up the creature and dropped it into a sink of water inside the station, where it swam happily back to life. Sergeant Taylor said, "We often get found property handed in anonymously, but not quite this weird. It seems to be doing fine, but is probably missing its pond." So there you are. I hope you enjoyed all of that and understood it. Again, do let me know if there's anything else I can do to make it easier for you. Take care.